AFPV pilots. Smooth virus, call sign virus, here in Washington, D.C., USA, the United States. And last night I posted a video about, my vlog number 12 about how I'm planning on taking my ham test this weekend and getting my general class ham radio license. So, that being just a vlog, I didn't expect a whole lot of response from it, but I got a lot of responses on that video. And usually when you talk about getting into the ham radio hobby, other people that are already hams are usually very welcoming and friendly about that. But the response I got last night was decidedly less than friendly. In fact, it was a little bit more like this.
Stay out of my territory.
Okay, so needless to say, I'm a little astonished at the response I got to that video. I didn't quite expect, maybe not a large level of hostility, but some people are definitely hostile to the idea of me becoming, well, I've already been a ham. I was a ham in the 1990s. Up until the early 2000s, so, but a lot of people are upset with the idea of me becoming a ham again, which is kind of strange. Apparently I struck a nerve because people using FPV on ham bands is a sensitive subject with hams in the UK. On Facebook, a lot of people were upset that I would be violating laws in the United Kingdom, as in the United Kingdom, it's illegal to equip small unmanned aerial systems with amateur radio gear. Well, I don't live in the UK, guys. I'm a United States citizen. I live in the USA. It's not illegal here. You're allowed to do it. In fact, they encourage it. So I don't. So I don't really have a response to that other than sorry. I'm trying to act in compliance with the law. If you don't like that, well, you know, I don't live there, so it's not an issue on this side of the pond. And to be quite frank, I could be in complete compliance with United States law by just getting my technician class license, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm going for my general class license because I want to experiment with low power HF radio. That doesn't have anything to do with FPV. I'm actually interested in ham radio. So, but apparently that's not okay. I'm not allowed to be a ham. There was a response on my YouTube video from Ham and Shortwave Radio. Now this guy's like a big YouTuber. He's in Australia. He has over 5,000 subscribers. This is what he posted on my video, and I'm just going to reply here in video format rather than reply in text. So let's just read what he said. Getting an amateur radio license does not make everything okay. Many of the imported drones video transmitters put out excessive power and may be on aeronautical or GPS frequencies. So I think he's reporting, or he's referring to the complaint that the ARRL in the United States filed with the FCC over people using 1.2 gigahertz imported video transmitters. Well, I've seen those on eBay, but I don't have any. There are two frequencies on 1.2 gigahertz that are legal for use in the United States for video transmitters, and that's 1258 megahertz and 1280 megahertz. And I think you can guess on which two channels I plan on using. So there's no issue there. Now, as for excessive power, anybody who's has any experience in building FPV aircraft will tell you that excessive power is dumb. 800 milliwatts is all you ever need on any video band. I believe the world record for distance, which is something like 83 miles, was set. That was done with an 800 milliwatt, 1.2 gigahertz video transmitter. That's all you need. If you go any higher than that, you're introducing our stray RF into your other electronic systems in the aircraft. I will never buy anything that's more than 800 milliwatts. I'll just put it that way. It's not going to happen. And as for the control signals, I think Dragon Link and ECUHF are 250 milliwatts. So we're talking less than a watt. We're not talking about excessive power here. Not a problem. He goes on to say, a drone that is illegal operating within a ham radio will have to have the owner's identification and station call sign on the drone. Okay, that's not hard. I expect it will have to transmit an ID as well. Every camera I have and every on-screen display that I have allows you to display a call sign in the video signal. No problem there. The operator will have to ensure that the frequency is not being used before starting up his own transmitter, which means that you will have to have a suitable receiver for that frequency. I have suitable receivers for every frequency I would ever operate on, including 70 centimeters. I have a UPTERO MVT 7100, which does 70 centimeters, no problem. None of the drones marketed for amateur radio use have a practical use for ham radio, and a statement of that is just to avoid compliance issues.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
So I'm going to do the right thing. The reason why I'm getting my ham license, reason number one, is so that I'm in full compliance with any FCC regulations here in the United States. Everything I'm doing is going to be legitimate and legal and on the up and up. I'm trying to do the right thing, but I guess some ham operators don't appreciate that. You know, they're all friendly, and when they find out that you're flying FPV, all of a sudden it turns into,
"You rebel scum."
well, my response to that is, if you don't want me in your hobby, your ham radio hobby, because I fly FPV, too bad. I'm taking the test on Saturday, and I fully intend on passing it. So, wish me luck or don't wish me luck. I don't really care. I'm going to study all day tomorrow, and I'm going to pass that sucker. So, I guess I'll update you guys when I pass my test, and find out my call sign, I suppose. I guess they're going to give me a new call sign. Anyway, thanks for all those that I did get some messages of support, so thanks to those guys and everybody else. I don't know what to tell you, man. See you later.